Listen, I know this video might be titled 10 questions fans have coming out of Justice League. But I didn't write the questions down. I did not write. These gonna be coming right off the top of my head. So I might miss some shit. Now, one of the biggest questions, why did they use Steppenwolf? Listen, that might correspond to why did they use Steppenwolf? Where's Darkseid? 2 questions. That's 4. 2 questions that you go ahead and start this off. The reason I think they use Steppenwolf because I think they wanted to use like a throwaway villain, if I'm just being honest. Because you have to, I feel like DC feels like, we have to start getting things right. We don't want to just throw our big bad villain out there before we got the trust of like the critics and the fans. Okay, so we just get a lesser known, and believe me, regardless of what people say about Steppenwolf, Steppenwolf is a lesser known villain. You could have got people from Batman's Rogues Gallery, but you say, hey, you need somebody to be a threat, have a reason to get these mother boxes on board. Okay, we get Steppenwolf. And if you don't know, this video probably gonna contain a couple spoilers about Justice League. Because there's a line in the movie where Steppenwolf says, I'm doing this for like Unity and Darkseid. And he said, if I can complete this, I can get past my banishment. So basically it's telling you Darkseid banished Steppenwolf, okay? So that's why Steppenwolf needs to do this. Steppenwolf feel like, hey, I failed him before. I need to go do something and get my rank back, because he was like Darkseid's general. And if apparently he did something, I don't know if it was the first time he failed him or just what. And Steppenwolf felt like, okay, now this is my opportunity. If I go out here and take over this and make it somewhere for Darkseid, I can maybe, you know what I'm saying, get my position back. Cool. That's why they used Steppenwolf. They didn't want to use a big villain like, let's be honest, Brainiac or especially not Darkseid or the Injustice League already. You do not want to use those guys. You don't want to throw them, you don't want to shoot your load out this early, okay? I know we all want to see Darkseid. And I heard from some reports, I heard the Darkseid was took out of the film. Maybe they changed the whole thing to be like, yo, because in my mind, I'm thinking, yo, Darkseid sent them. But when you hear about the whole banishment, it's like, oh, okay, I get it now. Steppenwolf just trying to, you know what I'm saying? You know how you do stuff for your girl to try to get back in good with her after she dumped you. Yeah, listen, it's just how it is. So, like I said, everybody probably wanted that scene where when he got back in. One couple things I do want to know is, where was the boom tubes at, and where was he being transported to? That's kind of the question I had, because I'm thinking like, he's in these boom tubes. Isn't he getting transported back to Apocalypse? Don't know, but kind of wondering, he has an army of parademons. What does Darkseid have besides himself, even though that's all he fucking need? I thought we were going to get a scene where he gets transported back to Apocalypse and Darkseid will say, you failed again. He was going to kill him. That would have did it for me, okay? But we didn't get that. Let's get another thing. Will we see the Amazons in Wonder Woman 2? I feel though it is fucking necessary. I feel like it is mandatory for. They said that Wonder Woman is gonna be like another like a blast from the past. I feel as though it should take place in the present. Based off this, I said episode, but based off Justice League, I feel like Wonder Woman would be better set in the present, because now you have her, and if you know, she's the one who's really out in public with it. Like, you know, her identity is, and if people know her identity, they know, well, they pretty much, I don't say they know exactly it's Diana Prince, but she's the person who pretty much goes like to talk to the president and things like that. She's out in the open, really. So I feel like that would be more beneficial. And I hope it's just like something like, hey, Diana, we need you to come back to Themyscira. I wouldn't mind the villain in there being Artemis. I know everybody wants Cheetah. I want to get a glimpse of Cheetah, and I really want Cheetah to be more a part of like the Injustice League. But I wouldn't mind seeing Amazon as Amazon, and I want to see another Amazon battle though. To be honest, I don't know who they can fight. Maybe some rogue Amazons, rogue Amazons that's on the Artemis side going against like Wonder Woman. And Jesus Christ, that's probably not gonna happen. But I wouldn't mind. I just want to see the Amazons fight somebody because every time they're on screen, they are awesome. Every single time. Wonder Woman, Justice League, the Amazonians are amazing. Simple as that. Number, I don't even know. I'm just gonna keep going. Can we not ever do the mustache thing again? I just saw Justice League Kid. I cannot do it with the mustache. Next time, just either wait or just use some shots you already had. Because the CGI mustache kind of kills me. And you open the movie off with it, first of all. And you ended with it, technically, because the moment between him and Flash. I didn't notice it any other time. The first time I saw it, but those two, this time, I noticed it. The sprinkle. I saw. I'm like, okay, shit, it's right there. I can see it. I can see it. You're missing half your lip. You're missing half your lip, Henry. But that's just a wish. Also, are they gonna be able to talk underwater in Aquaman? I really want to know if they're gonna be. Cause I know Ocean Master is the villain in Aquaman. Are they gonna talk or are they just gonna use the water bubbles? That's the big thing for me because I kind of want to see him talk underwater. Like this, I think that would be cool. But if you can't, it's cool. It's cool, I understand. But that movie is already shot. I'm happy it's already shot. I think that movie is self-contained, just like Wonder Woman was. Really think it's gonna be really, really good. Can't wait to see it. Aquaman and Mirror. I like the look. Oh, I just went back and watched it. And I'm like, damn, I wish I could have got more Aquaman and Mirror, but it's all good. We getting a whole Aquaman movie next. Next question. Just had this one on the tip of my tongue. Okay, I'm just gonna skip to the next one. How is, and I guess the question is probably gonna be, do you need a flashpoint? Because right now you have a lot of different things going on, and I feel like it's moving so in one direction. But like if you have Flashpoint, that pretty much things are not going to be the same once you come back, once they fix Flashpoint. Well, I'm pretty sure you're gonna have a Reverse Flash, and now you're probably gonna have Shazam, and now I'm pretty sure you're gonna have Cyborg, Aquaman, and Wonder Woman. It's gonna be just like the Justice League, and you're probably gonna have Thomas Wayne as Batman. You might have a new Batman playing other than Ben Affleck. But and you also saw in Justice League like the little connection Aquaman has for Wonder Woman. And if you don't know, Aquaman and Wonder Woman hook up in Flashpoint. Spoilers, like that they hook up. But Mira finds out, tries to fight her, and gets her head chopped off. And the Flashpoint like a big gruesome thing, but just kind of like, how do you really need a Flashpoint, or do you just want to do a Flash? Because I feel like you can just do a Flash and kind of like Cyborg thing. Because I need more Cyborg. Cyborg was one of the best parts of Justice League. Kind of need some more Cyborg. I feel like his story is great. Also, will we ever get a Teen Titans? That's just a question I think we all have. I feel like later down the road it's possible once they start finding more metahumans and things like that. So maybe it'll happen. Maybe I just wishful thinking. Because apparently where we at in the Batman thing, Dick's Nightwing right now. Jason Todd's dead. So has Timothy Drake came and left, and we wait for Damian to come in? Could be. We never know, because remember Timothy Drake ended up leaving Batman. I forgot where he went, but he ended up leaving. So it could be on our fourth Robin right now. We don't even know. That's why you do not start 20 years in the future, because we don't know. There's it's like a whole void right there. Nobody knows nothing about it. But it's cool. You can make it work. Also, I think that one of the biggest questions, if not the biggest question coming out of Justice League, is who will be a part of the Injustice League or the Legion of Doom, whichever one they want to do. My picks for the Injustice League or Legion of Doom, whichever one. I'm going Slade. Slade Cyborg, Lex Luthor, Superman, Cheetah Wonder Woman. I know people saying want Reverse Flash, but I'm going Captain Boomerang. He's already here. He's already in Suicide Squad. I'm going Captain Boomerang. If I want going Captain Boomerang, I would probably go Captain Cold. I need the Reverse Flash simply to be by itself working on Flashpoint. And if I'm going Batman, I got to go Harley Quinn and the Joker. Got to. Like, it only makes sense, people. But people really don't like working with the Joker, so if you don't get him, I would want to see somebody who hasn't really been on the big screen. So maybe even a Solomon Grundy, or give the Riddler another shot at the Riddler. That could work. Yeah, that will work. And for Aquaman, you got to go Black Manta, because you're not using him in the first one, the first Aquaman movie, so you have to use him in this one. Like, no, it would be real dope if after Aquaman, they have Lex Luthor and Slade recruit another person. Then after Shazam, you have Aquaman. You have Lex Luthor and them do it again. Then, and I don't know if you put Black Adam with the Legion of Doom, because Black Adam's like OP as fuck. I don't think people realize how OP Black Adam is, but you could. It's a possibility. It can work. It is just like, I don't think Black Adam really plays well with others. That's my main thing, because I don't feel like he thinks he doesn't need to. But if you don't get Shazam, doesn't have a big rose gatherer, you know what I'm saying? So you probably might have to get Black Adam in now. But then again, it's not even about the character no more. It's more or less about the Rock. Would you really want the Rock with all those guys? Because it's kind of the Rock, and the Rock's pretty much a big deal. And he's, you know what I'm saying? So, and then who else we have? I think that's pretty much it. Those are my picks for the Legion of Doom. I'm trying to make sure I forget no member of the Justice League. Flash, Aquaman, Batman, Superman. Yeah, so them pretty much my picks. I think that might be all the questions we have. Besides, like, where's Steppenwolf go? I mean, yeah. And a lot of people might ask, where's the Suicide Squad? I mean, I'm pretty sure Amanda Waller realized, like, who was handling this and didn't want to disperse the Suicide Squad. So, you know, that kind of was a thing. I said fans questions, but maybe these were just questions I had. Well, I'm a fan though, so I still kind of wonder what else gonna happen in the future. If there are any other questions, let's just talk about them down in the comments. Because like I told you, I didn't write these things down, so it just came out the strength of the fly. Also, do y'all think Bruce and Diana got something going on? I'm just saying. If you watch the animated series and some comics, they have had like little, but they never really forced the issue, because like it could cause tension in the team. Just saying, kind of seemed like it from this, but we know how Flashpoint ends up. Oh, might be nothing. I think that's it. I think that might be all. Like I said, if there are any other questions, just put them down in the comments. We're talking about them. We get to all of them. Any question y'all got, I'm just gonna ask which. But yeah. Oh, also, go see the movie. I heard it's not tracking well, which is fucking crazy. If anybody would ever told me a Thor movie what I'll do, a Justice League movie, I probably would have spit in their face a year ago. But it's kind of, now this is one of the films I feel like critics hurt, because I've heard like fans, like everybody I know who went down and said, like, bro, I really had a good time watching. And I don't know, maybe the critics look, like I said, critics look deeper into shit than people do, like normal fans do, because it's not their fault. It's just how they have come to watch movies, and they watch out for certain things that just the average moviegoer does not. So, and like I said, I respect everybody's opinion. Some people I haven't heard anybody say they didn't like it though. So Rotten Tomatoes, pina coladas, tomato, it doesn't really matter. Just go check it out. It's a good film. You will have a fucking blast for 2 hours. Can't wait for the extended cut though. I'm just gonna be honest. I also had studio. This movie went through a lot. You probably wonder like, how did they even get this done? This studio interference. Just let people make great films, bro. Just leave them alone. Anyway, like I said, any other questions, leave them down in the comments so we can discuss them. Hit that like button, subscribe to my channel. Peace out.